Welcome to Straight Up with Steve and Stevona. I'm Steve Hernandez.
And I'm Stevona Delgado.
Thank you so much for your outpouring of love. This is the first episode we're shooting in time. We recorded those first three episodes over a few weeks, but now we're all caught up. I mean, you just watched a St. Patrick's Day episode, for Christ's sake. But thank you so much for all the support, all the love. Make sure you give us 5 stars on Spotify, Apple Music, and subscribe on YouTube. We want to shoot to 1,000 subscribers. Hell, we'll be happy with 100 first. Let's get to 100.
Give us 10 at least.
Stevona had a crazy night. I knew that because when I walked in, she was wrapped in a blanket at noon. Mm-hmm. She's currently wearing a business sock with an anklet. I don't, now that I'm saying that, I don't know if I've ever, this is going to sound so crazy because I've had so much.
Ew, where I was sleeping?
No.
Oh.
I haven't had that. I don't think I've ever had sex with a woman while she wore an anklet. Isn't that a crazy thing?
I always have my anklet on.
During the
Yes.
deed? All right.
Yeah, because, you just be like,
I will tell you this. I will tell you this. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, whenever I don't know. How would you feel like this if you and a man were doing whoopee?
Whoopee?
Yeah.
Oh my god! You're like my mom. My mom calls it hanky panky. She's like, don't be doing no hanky panky.
How do you feel if a man is, I'm sure your leg is on a shoulder at some point. Would you feel crazy if a man bites your foot a little?
No.
You don't.
You better have my whole foot in your mouth. I like when they have my feet in their mouth.
All right. Okay. The whole foot?
Yes.
You do like it though?
Yeah, I like when they touch my feet.
Why do you like it?
I don't know. I just because I keep my feet clean and because it's nasty. So when they do it, I'm like, yeah, he loved me.
There is something to that, right?
It's like eating an elote, like them eating an elote.
She just compared her foot to mayo and corn, folks.
Well, because it's nasty. Like feet are low-key nasty.
Yes.
You're walking all over on the ground with them, no matter how clean they are, no matter if you get your pedicures, if you're like even if I have my socks, they're still dirty, but.
So you like a man? You're like, oh, this guy's an animal right now.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a book. It's a famous book called Come Together that Julia has always tried to make me read, but I just haven't read it. It's a sex book. If you're in a long-term relationship that you're to lock into, and a big thing is what do you desire sexually? I guess there's like 4 or 5 things. I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
I just started reading, but I was like, oh, this is very interesting because as a man, I definitely don't think, what do I desire sexually? Like, what is it that really like pulls the levers inside of me,
Yeah, because you're just going in it just to get out.
Most men are, yes. That's not what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I forgot you have like a wife and someone you love now, so.
Yeah.
And a baby mother.
No, yeah, I'm not trying to leave. I don't.
So you take your socks off during.
No, but
you take your pants off, or are they around your ankles still?
Yes, I take my pants off. I get completely naked. And I do it in a bed. I'm not one of these guys.
You're not going to fit on the couch.
Yeah. Well, these people, listen, I work this is the Chatterbox, okay, guys? So most people do live with their parents, which means that a lot of people have car sex, like in the street right next door. Like I've talked to very many people who have sex in that little street there. Mm-hmm. I didn't know. I just don't like doing that. I've never had to. Like I said, I've lived on my own since I was 19 years old. So I've never had to. I could always bring people back to my house and have sex. But this bar is the place where I started having sex. I would have it back there. There's like these couch things back there.
That's where I was sleeping, you guys. That's literally where I was sleeping with my Hello Kitty blanket.
Sleeping and I was just about to describe having sex on these things too.
I was like, me.
You push together some of these footstool things, like 3 or 4 of them, push them against the thing, and you got a little couch right there. But this is the place too. Even when I would bartend, when I first started bartending, I would just want to make out with girls in the back alley. So like DJ night going crazy.
Ooh, bad boy.
And I would be like, I'd be flirting with the girl and I'd be like, hey, come over here. Like, let's go kiss in the alley. And they'd be like, okay. And we'd go. And this is, I'm 28, 29, 30 years old at the time. I'm still very Christian where I like,
hell yeah.
I like still like
Hell
don't,
yeah.
it's hard for me. This is what changed my mind. It was hard for me to understand that women just wanted to too. I thought that they wanted, to be in a loving relationship and all this stuff. But I'll never forget the first time I brought a girl back there, and I started kissing her, and she had on a skirt, and she just lifted her skirt up, and I was just like, this is the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I'll never forget this one time. This is so funny. It was so slow, and this girl and her friend came in, and they were drunk, and then I started drinking with them, and I was wearing a fedora. This plays a part to play a part. And so this girl, we started talking about the Bible, and the girl was like, what's your favorite book in the Bible? And I asked her that or something, and she said, it's got to be the book of James.
Way to get in them panties.
Dude, I had the book of James memorized.
Okay.
It's like a 5-chapter book. So I was like,
yeah.
Consider it pure joy, my brothers. I started like quoting it.
Oh,
yes,
my
that's real.
gosh.
And we went to the back, and I was from the back outside. And then she said, I can't believe I'm having sex with a guy who wears a fedora. Mid-sex.
Yeah, because you think, well, were you gay at the time too?
I'm always, what is this?
But did you know you were gay?
I had sex with guys before.
Oh, okay. And then that's when you decided to wear the fedora.
No. Fedoras used to be hot. When you were like 10 years old, they were hot. I had stacks of fedoras.
Oh, okay.
I paid like $100 hats. Like nice ones with feathers and
yeah, they're crazy now.
Yeah.
They're like, you only see like white gay guys wear them with the plaid polo t-shirts and the
She's simply describing guys that like ska.
The pink jorts.
Simply describing guys that like ska. You've never had a queer thought? I could see you doing a 3-way kiss with your friends at a party or something.
They gotta be hot.
Your friends? Have you ever kissed a woman and you like enjoyed it, the kissing part?
Nah. Just was they're my girls. Like, what girls like to be touchy. Like, I will literally like hug my friends and stay there for hours, and like we've fallen asleep like hugging each other. Men are not really like that all the time.
No, because guys smell typically, I think.
Maybe.
I do have a couple of girlfriends that are like my friends' wives or girlfriends that are very touchy with me too, and I think it's very sweet. It's like a sweet thing when a girl like puts her head on your shoulders and stuff. I know that women don't feel safe to do that with most guys because the fucking guys will straight fall in love with them.
Yes. Yes.
You've seen Love Actually, right?
No, I haven't.
Okay. This always makes me laugh because this is supposed to. You haven't seen Love Actually?
No.
All right. We got to watch Love Actually. You'll love it. It's a pretty bad movie. I loved it the first time I saw it in the theater, but there's like 5 or 6 like separate love stories. And one of them is that this guy's best friend falls in love with his wife, and they make it very romantic in the movie. There's a famous scene you've probably seen.
I don't like homewreckers though.
It's not a homewrecking scene. I actually like, as a polyamorous person, I actually really like this. But there's a scene where you see that like this particular story starts with them getting married and the best friend's like videotaping them, the wedding, and it's all very romantic and stuff. Yeah, he's taping them. You don't really know it as the movie goes on. It involves, she's like looking at the video of the wedding, and the video's like focusing on her face and everything. And she's like, oh my God, like he's in love with me. She could tell, but she's not mad or anything. Then there's this famous scene where he like knocks on the door. You've seen like people making fun of this, and she opens the door and he's like, shh, be quiet. And he like has these cards with like words written out and says like, hey, listen, I know you're with my best friend. And he like drops a card, but I just want you to know that I think you're the most beautiful person in the world. I love you. And it'll never come to be. And then the chick is like, oh
my God.
And in the movie, it's like supposed to be romantic, which, like I said, I do think it's romantic. But I was like, there ain't no girl that would think it was. Imagine your friend's, your husband's best friend comes.
Yeah, I'm telling my man, he's going to beat your ass right now.
Yes, exactly.
I need to see that fight. I'd be like, hey, they both want me. I knew it. I got it like that. That's the only reason why I would be happy. But romantic is crazy.
I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this story. There's got to be an edit with just this one story edited together.
Yeah, and that man need to go outside more.
I do think it's sweet. Have you seen
Who am
Brokeback
I
Mountain?
kidding? I need to go outside more. No, I haven't seen Brokeback Mountain. I have not. Sorry. I haven't seen.
I want you to see. It might be a little too slow for you. All right, can you sit through a serious movie?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. Is it really serious when they start fucking each other? I think
it is kind of serious, but I mean, I think the whole point of the movie for me is that you kind of stop thinking about them being gay, and one of the guys just does not know. The Heath Ledger character does not know how to love anybody back, and the Jake Gyllenhaal character.
Jake Gyllenhaal is the one who's gay in there?
It's both of them. Oh, they're cowboys.
Jake.
They're like real cowboys, so they get hired at first. A real cowboy, I don't know if you guys know this, but they were hired to like go out and like watch 300 sheep as they grazed for a month. And so they're just watching them, making sure they don't get injured, making sure no wolves get them or anything. But then like, after a few weeks, it's so cold too.
Is it like Brotherhood?
No, they get cold. So they're like, one guy's like not sleeping in the tent, one guy, and then they're freezing in the tent at one point, and then
one of them gets.
No, at one point he's like, "Come here." They're like, "Just come here," like just for warmth.
Yeah,
so
yeah. That's how you get warm, right? You have to get naked.
Nobody got naked first.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Purely for warmth. And then when they finally,
hard to believe.
When they
I feel
finally,
like they had a plan.
They may have hoped. Who knows?
I hope I get paired with some fine ass cowboy to graze these sheep.
I'm not watching this movie with you.
Okay, go on. Okay. No, yeah, because I know there was a scene where they're like spooning each other, right? And that's where they know they're in love.
You've been spooned? When you get spooned, you know you're in love?
You know what? I actually been held to sleep at nighttime, and that makes me fall in love. I'm not even gonna lie.
Sure, of
like,
course.
A man like to sleep, yes. Yeah.
That's what's upsetting about you. I know you don't like fat guys, but I'm telling you.
I know, right?
If you back into like a fat guy, you feel all his fat wrap around you. So you want to know how quickly you'll fall in love?
I believe you. I just haven't came to doing it, Like I haven't fallen into that territory yet, But no, I'm all for chubby guys. I mean, always weighted blankets are like $50, $70. Like date a fat guy for free, girl. Okay. Also, I have an announcement.
Hit me with it.
I'm fertile AF in this building.
You know what's so funny is my mom is like the same height as you. You guys remind me of each other.
Yeah, that's crazy because you remind me of my dad.
Oh,
it's so weird how that works. Sometimes I wonder, like, where are like souls friends in past lives or something? Like maybe I was your mother in a past life and you were my dad in a past life. I think about that sometimes.
I got lost about the relationships in that. But my mom got pregnant when she was 14 years old, 15 years old. So now that you have your IUD, you were taking birth control?
I had the rod in my arm. It's called Nexplanon. So like you could even see it. I would let people feel it too. That was kind of like my party trick.
Yeah.
Like you can feel my birth control.
Do you feel different?
Yes. I feel amazing, but I can't tell because I went through a major life change. Yeah, we'll talk about that one day. But I went through that, so I can't tell if it's that. And I also got into a little bit more of a healthier lifestyle where I started eating a lot cleaner, cooking more at home, on the treadmill for 3 fucking hours a day.
Yeah.
And the birth control getting taken out. Like I just feel I'm so happy and I have so much love to give. And I'm I wanted to tell you, like, everybody is so creative. Like I didn't know how, like, dude, I'm crying right now, but like all my friends, like I didn't realize, like, oh my gosh, everybody is so creative. Everybody makes music, everybody has like a skill, and everybody's good at this. Like you wouldn't know Greg Bummer is so good at like audio and the cameras and all that,
and
like,
music.
yes.
Before we go on, big shout out to Greg Bummer. He's our producer. He edits everything. He does the sound. Thank you so much, Greg. We can never repay you.
Yes.
I barely pay him a few coins, a few shekels.
Yes.
And a Little Caesar's pizza. He requests every week. I leave it at his door on Wednesday mornings for some reason. And, of course, shout out to Julia Loken, my wife, who has helped Greg, who's helped us take pictures and who helps format everything. I mean, she's so incredible. Both of you guys, thank you so much. You're not on screen. We really appreciate you guys. But, yeah, it is. We do have a bit of a renaissance at the Chatterbox right now. We've got a great crew going on. Now this is...
Gosh, everybody's just so
This
great.
is the part in the movie,
Like,
though,
what the
where one or two people get famous and then it starts to rip everything apart.
Oh, well, sorry, y'all.
I hope you get famous.
No, I will, but I'm like, wow, there's no way we can't because we have so many talented people around us that are very driven and they're all such like good people. And going back to the birth control pill, the birth control, I've been on it since I was 15 years old. I'm 30 years old. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So I used to be like shaking ass all the time. I used to love to dance. I used to like, just stand in the mirror, work it and like have fun and be at the parties and dancing. And then there came a point in time, I think it was like, honestly, last year it was like on New Year's where I was like, dude, I don't like to dance no more. Like, I don't like to shake my ass no more. Like, it doesn't bring me joy. I don't know what is up with me. Now that I have my birth control out my arm, like I can't stop jumping on people's couches and like shaking ass to like everything. Like I wake up in the morning and I just like shake my ass in the mirror. I be shaking my ass in my friends' faces.
Plus
like,
the life change. I think that's contributing to it too.
Both those things, or
Yes.
which one?
Yes.
Yes, it's just a major turn in events, and I just feel like we're only going up from here. We're only going up from here, Like my mom, she had me at a very, very late age. She was geriatric. They thought I was going to be Down syndrome, but baby, we up.
By the way, geriatric's just over 35, and it's still not. We still don't know for sure if she's not a little Down syndrome. Because Steve does get a droopy eye sometimes.
Yeah, I do. Actually, I do. How do you know that? It's this one. I'm really insecure about it.
No, nobody.
It does still do like this.
We've got a great guest for you today. KJ Robinson is from Detroit. He's a member of the Chatterbox family, and he's so absolutely funny. He's going to come back, and he'll be back with us right after this brief message, or maybe just a pause. And we're back live from the Chatterbox in Covina, California, with KJ Robinson.
What's up?
Out of Detroit. Oh, I thought you were going to wear sunglasses.
Oh, you want to see
No, I don't. I absolutely do not. But I was just like, I don't know, black guys, you can't say anything to a black guy,
I didn't want to be that rude to put the glasses
But,
on.
they do it on podcasts. People do that. I don't like it. Personally, I don't like it. I've always tried to wonder it. Now, I guess, KJ, you can't see this, but he brought some candy. And Stevona says, oh, KJ always got candy.
He always has candy. Today he offered to share with me. I normally have to like, give me some candy. And, like, he normally has like some, like, I'll be like, you have candy? And he'll pull like random pieces out of his pocket.
You said like I'm Robin Williams in 2-hour photo and like I'm
I
fucking,
know. I do. It's someone Stevona's height begging for candy, too.
He never wants to give it. Today he was feeling generous.
She be begging all the time though.
Yeah.
You be like, come on.
Yeah.
You like when
he loves
people-
hosting with me. You love hosting with me, huh? How is it like hosting with
Oh
Stevona?
yeah, I love hosting with you. Yeah, exactly.
I do think
do all the work.
If you've never seen a KJ and Stevona host together, it's basically Stevona saying racist things and then KJ kind of reacting to it. KJ, you don't. It doesn't affect you in any way?
Nah, it doesn't really offend me. Like it's cool. Me and Stevona got a cool relationship. She's like a little sister to me. So, and I got like 5 little sisters, so they all say oh shit to me all the time.
Yeah, me and KJ locked in for real, huh, twin?
Oh yeah, we in. Let's get it.
Twin? I don't like any of this stuff.
Hey, I go with the flow. I'm like a young old motherfucker.
I know you don't like it, but the crowd at Chatterbox love it. They eat it up.
Well, because Mexicans are notoriously racist.
Yeah.
Oh, I learned that as soon as I moved out here. I was like, oh, for real.
KJ be racist towards the Mexicans too. You be racist. It's funny.
Man, I ain't racist, man. I'm a normal human being, man.
Anytime some random guy starts talking during the show, I'd be like, hey, Caesar. Don't be doing that right now, Caesar.
I feel like that's the most like most wayward races I could
Caesar's,
be.
yeah, Caesar's not even that much of a
Right,
racist
that's like a
name.
chill
He didn't
name.
say Jose.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
but
could have
if I
said
were to
Jorge
point
or
out-
something even worse.
But if I were to point at a random black guy and go, "Hey, Dante,"
Oh,
and his
Dante's
name's not
cool.
Dante,
No, you could do
then
Dante.
I'm gonna get.
We let Dante slide years ago, so you
Yeah.
could
Is that a
do
light-skinned
Dante's, Tyrell, Tyrone, and Rashad. Those are the ones that we let slide. We let them slide since like '96.
Rashad.
Rashad. I know a guy named Rashad.
I knew
See?
a guy named Rashad.
See?
Yeah.
We let Rashad. Y'all can say Rashad.
He was hot.
You
Shout out Rashad.
You could be in Walmart and be like, "Hey, Rashad," and at least 6 black people look up and won't say no ho.
Was it a culture shock to move out from Detroit and because you guys don't have that many Mexicans in Detroit, do you?
No, we don't have that many. But if you go to Southwest Detroit, it's like a little Mexican area.
You
But
trying to
it's
take?
not like it ain't like this. This like fucking third
It's
world
mostly
country.
Mexican, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, this Mexican is.
I got to be honest. This is like a true thing I've always felt. I think I've said this from the. I don't know if I said it from the stage, but I'm from. I grew up in West Covina. My family's from L.A.
Right.
I'm like third generation. I have never felt like anyone has been racist towards me, like ever.
Really?
Not really.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah. I'm sure there's I've met white people that are racist to me,
Mm-hmm.
but generally, like the LAPD is like 60% Mexican.
Oh yeah.
So you know
for
what I
sure.
mean? It's like the cops around here are fucking Mexican. So they act like cops. They're kids. I'm sure they're internalized white supremacy in them, but generally, I know I just haven't felt any way. Okay. Women are properly afraid of me because I'm a big Mexican. So I'm sure there's racism there, but generally, I haven't felt. I felt like if I'm gonna be Mexican in any time, or place in human existence, to be Mexican in Los Angeles right now, it's fine.
Okay, so you haven't had no overt racism hit you. Okay.
I mean, I grew up at the mega church I grew up in. It was white, and in retrospect, they were being racist.
Right.
But
it was low key though. It wasn't like
yes.
Get you motherfuckers on the back pew. It wasn't.
It
like
wasn't like how I do it, right?
high key, high key racist.
strong racist.
So yeah, it's only in retrospect when you're looking back and like, oh yeah, they were treating me away,
Right.
Or they were trying to get me to be white.
Right. When you get wise of it. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but also I don't even know. I think they were trying to get me to be Republican, but the whole time I did not think about that. I honestly did not even wonder. I just didn't think about politics in church, to be honest.
Hey man, white people's favorite thing is underlings. So that's their favorite. They love underlings. So they definitely was trying to convert y'all.
One of the things I love about you, KJ, is that you're a grown man and you talk about this often. He will not tell anybody his age.
Yes, I feel like he's my age sometimes.
Well, you're wrong. This fool's old as hell.
When I found out he was like.
You don't know
Way
how old he
older
is,
than
and you're not going to say how old
I know,
he
but
is.
Don't worry
it was giving orphan.
Don't worry about how old
It
I
was
am.
giving a Natalia. Who's that girl? Natalia.
Natalia Shire? you just compared KJ to a Ukrainian dwarf?
Yeah, her.
Did you watch it? Do you know what she's talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking
That's
about,
what
but it
it's
hurts
giving.
my feelings nonetheless.
Dude, there was this is the craziest thing that it's on HBO Max. It's called
It's on Netflix,
The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. No, you got to see this one though, because it's a real documentary.
Oh man, I think I might have skipped over.
The horror movie The Orphan is based on it. It's about these two rich white people in Ohio. They adopted like a 7-year-old Ukrainian dwarf, and once they got her, she started acting like weird, and they started to think, I think she's a full-grown woman, and I cannot tell you. I mean, you got to watch this.
She was
documentary.
chain smoking. They caught her chain on.
If you have access to Max, you
They
have
tried
to
to say
watch
she had
this.
pubic hair when they bathed her.
I'm telling you, they
That's what tried
cannot
to say.
stop talking about how much pubic hair this kid
Yeah,
has.
I know, so crazy.
They bring it up multiple times,
Oh
like
my
full
God.
bush.
Oh,
No,
you know what? I think
yeah.
I might have heard of. I think I might have heard of this
Or you seen
documentary.
the
I
movie
never seen
Orphan?
it. I've seen the movie The Orphan.
I felt like the girl, the orphan, when the dentist told me I have 3 baby teeth in my mouth.
Oh, which, by the way, KJ, forgive me. I wanted to talk about this in the intro, but you had Stevona had two what do they call it? Wisdom teeth
Oh,
coming in?
yeah.
So we referred her to our dentist in Alhambra.
Loved him.
Dr. Stephen Placid, who was a former
look at that. Got the same
Alhambra
name,
mayor.
Stephen.
meant to be.
He's now in charge of the water commission out there. But how did that go? You went to the dentist. You went to my dentist. How did it go?
Yes, and it was so warm inside. It's like so old school. I felt like I was at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
Like,
Did it have that smell too?
yeah, they had that smell and like kind of like wooden
That fake
stuff.
wooden paneling.
Yeah, fake
with
wooden
like
paneling.
Yeah,
school
the
carpet.
shit you clean.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
carpet.
funny.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was like, I feel good in here. And then he thought I was 21. I was like, no, sir, check again.
There you go. Stevona turn up for a little underage play.
You too. Shut up.
It can't be too low. If a motherfucker think I'm 25, that guy's stupid. Get away from him.
Yeah,
a goofball.
he checked my teeth and he said wisdom teeth are normally out by the age of 25, but I have 2 coming out. But he said that he needs to give me an X-ray because he can't see them, but he can feel them. I don't know what that means. I'm like, no, duh, like right, duh,
He's
like
just trying to
that means
charge you
take-
more. That's all. Them
He gonna
X-rays is
X-ray
like
me.
$200-$300.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Dr. Stephen Placid is very fair.
Yeah, he was very nice. He was very warm. And then he said,
Hey, don't cover for Dr. Stephen Placid. Stephen Placid is low key scamming out
No,
here.
and I will tell you this too.
I'm just kidding.
If you, I know a lot of you guys
I
are,
go hard for him right now. I'm at one time I go hard for him.
but he's very fair. The price is fair.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like $100 for a cleaning and the initial thing like that. And he's always looking out for you, money wise. I've had to have like a couple of big things done.
You got a root canal one time, remember?
I never got a root canal, but I had
Oh, okay. I
I
thought that
did
was
have
you.
to get what is
Could
this? I have a crown and
Oh, a
the
crown.
gold,
That's
yeah.
what you needed to get
the
a
crown's
crown.
gold. Yeah.
Oh, you got the gold joints?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, they last longer, he said. So it was like $1,200, and then he's allowed me to make payments and stuff too. So he's like, however long it takes. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
if you have to pay me $50 a month, I was like, I'm gonna pay you quicker than that, dog. I don't need this dental stuff hanging over me.
Yes,
you
he,
know?
he knows you're a comedian. That's why.
Right. He was looking out for you. Okay.
But you felt loved, right, Stevon?
Yeah, I did. I felt. Yeah. Well, because anytime the grown man helps me out and his name is Steve, I automatically just like, I trust you because my dad's name is Steve. So I'm like, it's him.
I was just gonna say that it's some father daddy issues.
For reals. But anyways, yeah, one of my fillings came out for my cavities, so that's why I was having some discomfort. And then he told me that I have 3 baby teeth in my mouth still. And I was like,
Steve, you know she gave him a hug after that. At the end of the
You see all you perverts that are obsessed with Stevana, you think she's hot. I personally think she looks like an 8th grader, and she still got her baby teeth. That's fucked up.
dude, that's
3 of
so
them
cute.
just- oh my God.
I know she's old as hell too, but I don't fuck with girls with baby teeth. so.
42 with baby teeth.
The sad part is you can't see this on camera, but the baby teeth are her bottom middle ones. They're
No,
very
they're
little.
not.
They're
Shut
nubs.
the hell. I stopped. I'm thinking of Hilda. Teeth right here. Maybe Hilda's teeth in the front.
Man.
What's some of the things, you're talking about being a grown man all the time. What are some of the things that you've learned recently that you used to think one thing and now you think differently?
Oh man, talking to women.
How's that?
I used to think it was like, I used to think I needed to do it. You remember when you were younger, you feel like you need to do that, especially when you like, I grew up with like cousins and older cousins that were like big brothers a little bit, and they always push you, go talk to that girl, go talk to that
Yeah.
girl. So I grew up like that. So you always got to talk to girls. But now,
You still be doing it.
nah.
You talk to
No,
everybody.
but he's got a different approach. What's your
Nah.
approach now?
Yeah, my approach now is I just sit back and wait to get chose. That's what I do. But before I used to bum rush the spot like a ninja.
I
like
got
Batman.
here first.
Just
I got here
I do
first.
think there's something to that, and I've seen how you operate, KJ. I feel I'm the same way. I'm a grown man. I know how to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
There's one thing if you like go up to a girl and you're like, oh, hey, how you doing at this? But the real way, the cool like man way, especially if you're at a bar, is you kind of like go by them and then you start talking to them sideways.
Yeah.
So you're looking like at the pool game and you're like, look at this fool doing this thing over here.
Exactly.
And then you're having a conversation with them. They don't feel the pressure. They don't feel any romantic pressure or anything like that. And that way, you could like feel it out too. I can feel when a woman's attracted to me. It doesn't happen that often. I mean, I'm a morbidly obese old Mexican bartender with a wife. Okay, nobody's going for this polyamory, but so I can feel it.
No.
Okay, yeah, nobody's going for
Playerism.
that. But you could feel, if they start to pick up on your vibe, if you start having fun, because that's the key. All of it is, does this person make me feel good? Are we having fun? Around it, and you could figure that out just by talking to someone.
Oh yeah, no, my favorite thing used to be hollering at a group of girls.
Yeah.
Oh
That
my
used to be
gosh.
like a group of girls. It'd be like 5 against 1. That's good odds right there. That's great odds. That was my shit back in the day. I hate a group of girls now.
Why?
A group of girls now. Oh man, me and my p***s, we hate a group of girls. For some reason.
I'm still very open. Me and my are very open to a group of
Yeah, no, a
girls.
group of girls is loud. Every time I see a group of girls, my be like, hey KJ, hey, let's go watch Avengers Endgame, man. You don't need to do this.
And I'm sure the older you get to, the more it's like, who cares? I don't care.
Exactly. Like it don't matter as much anymore. Like it doesn't matter as much as honey lavender tea and
Hell
Swedish
yeah.
fish.
Swedish.
Hell yeah. Honey lavender tea.
Stevona,
Let's go.
you can feel when a guy approaches you and he's desperate, right?
Yes.
You can feel the thirst.
Yes, like they don't leave you alone, or they just right away. They like right away kind of like make it seem like it's gonna be like they right away show that it's like in a romantic way,
Yeah.
and it needs to be off as friends first because I don't really
be
know who
chill.
you are
Right.
and all that.
And you
Yeah.
know what though, people now, everything is weird. People just like, oh, that's weird, that's ick, that's that. So you can't even just walk up to a girl and talk to her like back in the day. You
Yeah,
can't even be like,
yeah.
oh, what up, shawty, what's good? Like a girl be like, ugh, why your hair look like that or something? It's just gonna be some stupid
Why he
shit.
walk like that?
Exactly.
Yeah, they see you swim weird,
Wait,
and they're
who
like, I
say
got the ick.
shawty still? You're like, that's a popular phrase.
Back in Detroit, we be saying this all the time.
That's still in songs. They say shawty in songs still.
Did your dad teach you anything about women?
Oh, he taught me everything I know. What you talking about? My pauses.
I've seen pics of the guy. He seems like he's a player still. Is him and your mom still together? No.
Nah, my parents broke up when I was younger. When I was way.
Yeah, I heard you were the reason.
Oh man, I wish I was.
That's why
the
they
reason.
adopted so many other kids. They were like,
Oh,
this
my
one
goodness.
sucks.
You have adopted siblings?
I got adopted siblings.
Who
He sa-
adopted them?
He literally
My mom
says that
did.
I look
Your
like
mom
his sister
Yeah,
Guadalupe.
I got Mexican siblings.
Really?
Yeah, 4 of them.
Why did your mom do that?
Cause she's a good person.
Is she remarried?
Yeah, she is remarried.
So did you ever live with them, those siblings?
Yeah. No, I grew up with them. They grew up with me. I was
How
their
old
big
were you
brother.
when you got the first one?
My little brothers and sisters, they're all like 10, 15 years younger than me, so I like help raise them.
I'm sorry. So they're really Mexican?
4 of them, yeah, and then the other 2 are black like me.
That's why you like the Chatterbox so much.
Yeah, I'm out here trying to learn y'all ways. What's up?
Are you on the apps?
No, I'm not on that.
You don't do apps?
No, what apps? For what?
Like dating apps?
No, I'm not on the apps.
No, yeah.
I heard a McDonald's app.
No, I've never been on an app. I don't think I'll ever be on an app. A
Nah, the
dating app.
grocery store is where you're supposed to meet people.
Right? Like both reaching for the apple at the same time?
Yeah, on some serendipity type shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, Trader Joe's, man. That's where I get my
Trader
shit.
Joe's is a terrible place to meet
Trader
people.
Joe's both grabbing for the eggs at the same time. The last
I
carton.
feel like your political
$6.99.
views is worn on your sleeve in Trader Joe's.
What? No way, I'll be going there. Steve goes there too. He don't like Trump.
Oh yeah, you don't have to like Trump, but like
I thought that's
I
what you were
just feel
going
like
at.
people just go to people that shop at Trader Joe's. You could tell whether they liberal or Republican just from looking in their cart. You be like,
Republicans don't shop at Trader Joe's.
they don't go to Trader Joe's.
No.
Didn't the Trader Joe's get shot up a couple years ago? I'm pretty sure that's a Republican.
What's that have to do with anything?
Hey man, black people pay attention to everything. Okay,
Did you know West Covina used to have a Trader Joe's right here by the freeway?
that
I
was the one that
remember.
got shot up, ain't it?
Like 20 years ago.
Oh okay. I
Oh,
wasn't
there
here
there was also a shooting at Tina's Tavern right there. Was Covina. Someone died.
Not Tina's, was it?
Oh.
Yeah, it was Tina's.
Tina's
I mean,
Tavern.
then. Oh shit, I get loose out here. In
Yeah,
Covina.
it
listen,
West
we haven't
Covina?
had a shooting at the Chatterbox in many years, okay?
Dang.
And I
How's
will
that
tell you
been?
this: no deaths ever. And the people who got shot, they deserved it. I will tell you that.
Yeah, it
Judge
was
and
bad
jury.
guys.
In ankles and stuff, you know.
Oh, for sure. That was up.
If you ever do come in the Chatterbox and you want, one time these guys did get in. There was a shooting like 7 years ago. I'm not proud of this, but I will tell you, it's very safe now, especially since I started managing a couple of years ago. If anybody even comes close to acting up, I kick them out right away. That's why there's people don't like me. I'm the heavy here. People
for sure.
Oh yeah, I like 86 people. I never 86 people out of pride. You'll never find me like. You'll never see me like kicking someone out because I was disrespected or anything.
Right.
It's
like
nothing
you
like
happy
that.
to do it.
I keep giving people
I beg to
chances
differ.
a lot. Can you think of someone? No.
No.
I
But you
can't
know
think
what?
of their names, but I've seen people just like piss you off and you don't give them a second chance. You're just like, out of here.
The only time I'll kick someone out of the mic is if they say homophobic stuff.
Like really wild, crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I
with
remember
with
that's
no
happened
jokes.
too.
I've only done it a couple times. I really try not to.
Oh, for
with
sure.
with no jokes. If they say like a homo, and even there was a
just being disrespectful just for the.
I've seen you do that to
I
someone.
talked to even a
multiple
guy. I don't
people.
want to say his name, but he does get booked regularly on the idiot shows still. But there's a guy who was just saying jokes like, my son. Well, this guy's a liar too, which I hate. I don't like when people tell jokes and they just lie. And that's a whole bunch of it's a hack thing to do. Bad comedians do it. Except there are some people that do it and it's very obvious. Like Anthony Jeselnik,
Right.
He's making up the whole thing.
Right.
But there's a guy here who kept saying like, oh, I have a son and my son is gay, and I was like, oh, that's disgusting, like that kind of thing. And I'm just like, I remember I told him, I was like, hey man, like don't say that shit.
Right.
And thank God he hasn't really been coming back. So I love that.
Oh yeah, man. I just like the face you make when you gotta kick somebody out. Like Steve has this face. I've seen it a whole bunch of times. If even at Sunday shows, open mics, but like he'll be in the back, he'll be like behind the bar doing bar shit, and there'll be some loud dude or whatever, and the dude will get like 4 warnings, like, hey, we gotta chill out. And the final warning, and then Steve, he do this face where he be like,
Yeah. That's that same thing.
it's like a sitcom face, like.
He does that all the time. When he's like
then he come
disappointed
around
or when you
the
piss him off and be like, really? Really?
It's like a stepdad. It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, Steve, you know what? I don't care what they say about you. I like you.
Oh, come on now.
I will never give a fuck what they say about you, okay?
Hey, me
I'll write
too.
it for you.
Trust me, I done heard some wild.
Let me.
Yeah, you don't even want to know the shit I be hearing about you, but it's okay.
Oh
We
my
on your
God,
side,
stop
dude.
it.
I'm just kidding.
So give
No.
me one good piece of advice that your dad's given you about women.
Oh man, I don't know if it's good advice, but he's giving me he gave me a lot of advice. One of the first things my dad taught me, or advice he gave me about women, he was like, if she taller than you could be with her. That was my shit. He was like, if she taller than you, y'all should be fucking then.
That's some confidence. That's how you build confidence right there, yeah.
I mean, you're not a short guy by any means, but still, I mean,
yeah.
a 5'9" woman, you know.
Yeah, exactly. 5'9", 5'8", 5'7". Yeah, I'm in there.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
you are a little petite, though.
Am I?
Like a fairy.
Like a fat? What the fuck? You trying to fight on this couch? No petite like no fairy. If anything, I'm petite maybe like an action figure.
Yes, like an action
I
figure.
mean, what do you weigh? 165?
Yeah, something like that.
Damn, you
Probably
almost weigh as
less.
much as me.
160 maybe.
160.
Soaking wet.
Damn, you guys might
Hey, y'all
weigh
better stop hating on me. I'm lean, okay? This is ideal weight
Oh,
right
look at
here.
his little ears. Aren't his
This
little
is
ears?
Brian.
so
His little
cute?
ears.
Whatever. Hey, y'all know what time it is. I'm handsome, okay?
You are a handsome guy.
Hold on. Let me get
Yeah.
it. Let me get in it.
Get close up
Let
on
me
that
get in.
face.
Hold on, let me get in it.
Yeah.
I'm handsome. Hold on.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, cover that
This fool
face.
looks like Ray. He looks like Ray.
Handsome,
Damn.
man.
You are, and
Better chill
I just look. I weighed 160 in 5th grade. I'm like serious.
I'm like
All right,
30 more,
those days
30
are
more
long
pounds
gone.
and I'm
Yeah.
160.
Huh?
Are you
30
serious?
more pounds and I'm 160.
You're
yeah.
130.
I'm 130 right
That's
now, yeah.
thick. That's thick for your height, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
that could have fooled me. I thought your head had most of the weight.
Shut the fuck
That's
up.
a heavy head of hair. Yeah.
Big
My
ass little
head.
head. You got a big ass little head.
It's all right. He mad because I told him his ears tiny.
Whatever. These is ideal ears. Whatever.
What's the tallest woman you ever been with?
Tallest girl, 6'2".
God damn, that's incredible.
You was climbing that tree.
That's
Oh
incredible.
yeah, but she swindled me though. So
What do you mean?
she got me for the abortion bread.
How much did she tell you it was?
Like 200.
Oh yeah, it's free at Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, no, I was green as I didn't know. And she had a ultrasound picture. She had an ultrasound picture.
Funny.
Stop! And was the baby already fully formed? She's like, I'm a month pregnant. Baby's all fully formed.
Bro, I was so green, bro. I was so green. And you know the funniest shit about it is like I asked my cousin for the bread. I was like, hey, cuz, and you think I could borrow $200? This motherfucker right off the bat, he's like, fuck, you need an abortion or something? I said, hey, how do you know? What if I want to buy some skates or something? I said, nigga, you don't skate. So you out here with these hoes, huh? He got the money. He gave me the money.
Costco.
Did you forgive me? Did you finish inside of them?
Yeah.
Can you get pregnant from pulling out?
No.
Yeah.
Can you get?
Wait,
You
what?
cannot.
What?
I mean, if you pull out too late, yeah.
Yeah, then that's not pulling out.
I mean, some people pull out game is
So
not
you can't
efficient.
get pregnant from pre.
Yes, you can get pregnant. from
Don't to the doc. Let me tell you something.
I'm off my birth control now,
No,
so
I
I
know.
need to wait.
I
here.
swear to
You better
you,
pay attention.
if a man pulls out at the appropriate time, you're not gonna get pregnant.
Right, at
Now,
the
like a
appropriate
woman, she's gonna watch me jack off for 10 seconds. Like, I'm not pushing it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm pulling it out. She's gonna be looking at me. I'm gonna be jaying it for 10. One alligator, 2 alligator,
I was
3
gonna say
alligator,
1,000.
until I finish. But I'm not taking the chance until last second.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never had a scare. I've never had a scare. And get this, first time Julia was not on birth control, and when we tried to make a baby, first time baby, boom,
Wow.
one.
Oh, this guy flexing over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like I said, I rarely would use protection with other, even with my long-term girlfriends. We would never use protection, and I just pulled out, and I was fucking not greedy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was grateful to what God had given me. You know.
Oh yeah. No, I was.
He was all up in there.
I did a lot of my damage in my college years. So like all the girls that I messed with, they all had like IUDs and shit. So. They was in that doing their thing.
Yeah, this person said that they had birth control, and then they said they were pregnant. I mean, okay.
Yeah, no.
She got
this
$200 from me.
Yeah,
I tried to
she
do
got
that
me.
too.
Well, I was like real green at that time, so I didn't even know what was going on. I just knew that this shit can't happen. I'm living in the basement at my mama's house.
Did you pay the $200 back to your cousin?
Yeah, I did. I paid my cousin back.
Good.
Yeah, for sure.
Stevona, I don't know if you heard that, but she said she tried to get money off a guy before.
Yeah, I did. I tried to do that too.
You try to scam?
Yeah, but I'm too honest, and I felt bad.
Swindle Dini over here. Oh my god.
You could like scam guys and be like, I need $60 for a plan B, but then go to Costco. They have the generic brand for $5.99.
For $6? Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all hoes ain't right. Mm-hmm. Hell no.
Yeah.
I can see you trying to scam too with that goofy.
Well, some guy was like,
She
send
be
me a
giving
picture of the
herself away all the
receipt.
time.
Some guy told me to send him a picture of the receipt. I was like,
Hey, I like him. What's his name? Arnold or something?
hell nah.
He
His
sound
name
like
was
a accountant.
Bishan.
Who?
Bishan.
Bishan?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a cool name.
Mhm,
Bish,
that's
I
a cool
fuck with
name.
Bishan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you was fucking. You like Bishan? Okay, Bishan.
I'm sorry. What kind of name is Bishop?
I forgot what kind of ethnicity he is.
Sound Middle Eastern.
Yeah, Middle Eastern.
Oh, for real?
Middle
Was he
Eastern.
Persian? Was he Iranian?
I didn't get that far in the question.
Sounds like Armenian if he's asking for the receipt.
Oh, yeah,
I can see Greg doing something like that. Here's 60.
Nice
but I
guy,
need a
nice guy.
receipt.
Hey, them
He
Persians,
ain't
Dr.
that nice. He asked for the receipt.
I know. Well, he's gonna because he wanted to give me the
Nah.
exact
If
money.
I finish in a girl, I'll give her $60 no matter what.
Oh, yeah, for
That's
sure.
true. I know. I'm gonna ask for more next. I'm gonna just tell
Oh
him.
yeah,
next,
no, I
no,
used to be the
just
Plan B God. That was me back in the day. Boy.
Plan
Yeah,
B God.
people called you that.
kidding. Yeah.
That was my middle name, Kijana Plan B Robinson. That was me out here.
Are you ever
was
tempted to go by Kijana? Or are you just like,
Nah,
hey,
KJ.
I love Kijana.
KJ.
Kijana-
Kijana is reserved for special occasion. So y'all lucky that
And
y'all
I-
heard that. I wasn't even supposed to say that shit. I'm out here giving away black love. Look at that.
And I feel like me and you, we have those like type names already, like built for fame. You know, like we don't need a last name. You know, like Shakira.
Oh, for sure.
Like that's us.
Oh yeah, you feel like
Like
that?
we don't need a last name.
I feel
People
like
would just
Stevona could
know.
go like, yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
just
sense.
Stevona and just Kijana or
yeah.
KJ, whatever.
But it can't be KJ. You should go by Kijana. I think it's.
I love
that's a pretty
Kijana.
name.
A couple people have told me that. They was like, you should switch it to Kijana, or like just start using that more.
You'll see. I know a lot. When I started doing stand up, I started in 2010, and everybody was trying to use like very neutral names, so they sounded white.
Oh,
But then maybe about 5 years ago, you saw these people like
oh,
Fukunaga or
Yeah,
something. I'm
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
you're half Japanese now.
Right.
I didn't know that.
I've noticed that too. It was like maybe like 10 years ago, if not. But yeah, like a lot of the wild names started coming out for sure. Definitely. I know a couple people that changed their whole like ethnicity to be more white
Change your
sounding and be
ethnicity.
more accepted in fucking the entertainment industry. So
Yeah.
like this lady pretended to be Mexican for I don't know how long, but she was really like I don't know if she was Persian or if she was fucking like not Armenian, but like
Middle Eastern.
Azerbaijan or something like that. She was just from that area, but she wasn't Mexican though. She was pretending to be Mexican. Like her last name was Ramirez for so many years.
What was this? Was in Detroit?
Yeah, this is back in Detroit.
Damn. Every time I used to switch schools, I used to lie to people and tell them like I had a different name and different. I used to be like Italian.
Why were you switching schools all the time?
I was getting in trouble a lot of times, so my mom was like, "We need to get a fresh start." I only switched schools like twice.
Hold on.
I was like,
Your
we need a fresh start.
That's what type of life you living where your parents like you can get a fresh start.
Yeah, because after a while, I was the victim.
You was the victim? Nah, you ain't getting no fresh start where I'm from. You fuck up, guess what? You about to be known as that motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I used to lie so much when I
whatever
was
grade.
younger. I can't believe it. I feel so like I'm scared to run into anybody that I went to elementary school with because I just like lied.
Elementary
about
school? Nobody gonna remember you from
Oh, they
elementary
will because I said fucking crazy ass stories, bro. Like I was used to say like, oh, my dad went to jail. My dad was old. My brother used to pick me up. I'm like, that's my dad.
Are you serious? Oh, Stevona was with the shits. You was a
I was such a
goofball.
fucking liar, dude.
Bruh.
Why? When did you stop lying?
I was about to say, that's why y'all are scamming for Plan B money.
I stopped lying when I was like probably like 18, honestly, because I was like, it's so hard to keep up with the lies. Let me just be.
I ain't never stopped lying.
Like, let me just accept what I am, you know?
I hate people that say they don't lie.
Because also, yeah, right? Yeah. And
I
also,
hate
I feel
people
like I had such a good life. Like, I didn't fit in with nobody else because everybody had like traumatic experiences. My parents divorced, but I was like a little bit happy about it when it happened.
Yeah, you know what surprises me, and I was literally thinking about this, Stevona, that you probably you didn't get arrested, right?
No.
Damn. What kind of
Not unfortunately, no, but
Law
like,
and Order
no.
SVU question is
Because
that?
most women have been molested, and I think there's like a sadness to them, but Stevona does not have that thing.
Oh, right.
yeah.
Right.
So I know she hasn't been. molested.
Right, yeah.
No.
No,
Yeah.
she don't have that aura.
That's
yeah,
why
for
she's
sure.
so innocent. And
And I plan on it being like that for a long time.
no,
You know?
I feel a molestation coming when you turn 32.
No, I'm making a chastity
Oh my
thongs.
God. Don't put that on her,
Sexy
bro.
chastity thongs.
You can't be molested like that when you're 32.
Hey.
When she's like learning guitar or something. Someone's teaching her how to properly
I'm about to
bowl.
say, when the last time you watched NBC? It's some wild shit, scenarios on there, man. You gotta be careful.
She
out
made
here.
it through. She made it through. Now that I have a daughter, now it's my goal. Like number one goal is you gotta like watch out. But
Oh,
you know,
for sure, man.
there's a bad trend going on where parents aren't even letting their kids have sleepovers anymore.
Oh, yes, I know.
I don't like that shit. I mean, you there's got to be some adults that you trust
Oh, for
to
sure.
not let your kid get.
I've noticed that too. Like a lot of kids don't even like remember you used to spend a night over your cousin's house
Yeah.
or your auntie's house or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they don't even do that no more.
I know it's upsetting. I've had some of my best times. Those are like times where you grow up, you learn about new shit.
Oh, for sure.
I remember we used to stay at my my uncle's house, and my cousin Mike was older. My brother Joey and Mike were like 5 years older than us, and I remember he had like all the sick toys, and he had them all set up. You know, like when G.I. Joes used to set them up in like a diagram, where like they're fighting each other. And I'll never I'll never forget. He was like, you could come in, but you have to sit. You and your brother Danny, me and Danny had to sit on the bed. And I'll never forget listening to, I must have been 7 or 8, but listening to Eddie Murphy Delirious on tape.
Oh, for real?
Oh my God, it was so, I didn't understand half the stuff he's talking about.
For sure.
But he was still doing Mr. T impressions, you know. But I remember memorizing these jokes and like saying them in school the next day. Hey boy, you look mighty fine in those tight jeans.
You know what I memorized? The comedy special I memorized was Chris Rock's Roll with the New.
Which one's that?
That's his first HBO special from like 1991.
Oh, I don't know that. I just know. What's the first one?
Man, it's called Roll with the New. It's like one of the funniest comedy special ever. Chris Rock was raw as fuck on there, and he had this skit. If you had my dad had the CD, so on the CD it was a skit on there where he would do the haggle do. I don't know if you've seen the movie I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, where he'd be like, you got one, I'll give you 8 cents for a piece of a rib. So he had a skit like that on that comedy album, but it was at a car dealership, and this dude trying to haggle for a car, and the dude would be like, how many turn signals you got? It's like, you got a left signal, right signal, 2 turn signals. Okay. Give me just left for $40. Like I memorized that whole like album. It was crazy. Super funny though.
Speaking of super funny, thank you for being here, KJ. You're so funny. Well, if you ever get a chance to watch him host or to headline or to do a set, he's the best. I love KJ to death. Where can we find you online, KJ?
How to Be KJ on IG, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. How to Be KJ on everything, pretty much.
And he posts clips. He posts everything. So make sure you give him a follow over there, too. Where can they find you online, Stevona?
I am Stevona Delgado on Instagram, Stevona on TikTok, Stevona's House on YouTube, and that's it.
That's right. YouTube. How to Be KJ on YouTube as well.
And
check out my comedy special live right here at the Chatterbox.
Yeah, I also post mine in KJ's hosting sets. Well, I have like one on there, so if you guys want to see that, you guys want to see us in action, we have that in there too.
Natasha Collier is headlining this Sunday. She's very funny. She's out of San Diego.
Oh yeah, she's hilarious.
Very hilarious. She's cool. She's hot. Sorry, Natasha. But you guys are gonna love her. Make sure you come to Chatterbox this Sunday. Thank you guys so much for supporting the podcast. Make sure you rate us 5 stars on Apple Music, Spotify. Subscribe on YouTube. Thank you so much. We love you. Come get drunk here at the Chatterbox.
Peace.
Bye.